along here.
John Pellman is clearly a man interested in preserving his life total.
As he should be.
No copies
As
of
he should be.
No copies of Arid Mesa.
Trying to keep it high. Let's see if Jackson can find a hand that he likes. He's done scrying, so it looks like the answer is yes. May we begin things? We may. Oh, no. Oh, no, Jackson.
Zero lander?
I think, yeah. I don't think Jackson has very many lands. Oh, dear. All right. All right. He's got 6 cards. He clearly has mulligan twice. Hiya! Nope, Searing Blaze, which requires lands.
Yep, many spells do.
Yep. Is it time for a Blood Moon? A Simian Spirit Guide? Okay. Nahiri?
Sure. Okay.
Does it count if Emrakul doesn't have any permanents to eat?
I've never seen that. I don't know if I've ever seen
Does
that
that
before.
count?
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
And discard a mountain, draw a card.
This is important. If I'm Jackson here, I'm not playing a card this match. The worst thing you can do.
I would not play a card.
The worst thing you can do is let Pellman know what deck you're playing.
Yeah, I would not play a single card.
Nothing left to be gained.
Yep. It's funny. I really hope he concedes, which is a weird thing to say, but I really hope he concedes. The chance of winning, he can't. There's no chance of winning this game.
No.
Like literally 0. So I just would not play a card.
Yeah, I mean he's already 3 turns away at this point from just getting Emrakul.
Like I am fine with him playing out the game and letting John do his thing.
Right.
Let me see what you're up to.
No, at this point Jackson would have to discard to hand size if he didn't play anything, so I would just concede.
Yeah, I wouldn't show Goblin Guide. Ugh. Gonna draw Pellman, a land. I'm with you, man. I want to conceal that information because this is a lost cause. Pellman down to 18. Gonna get another Nahiri activation. Another land there for Pellman. Discarding Blood Moon, as we saw. He's got another Blood Moon in hand.
He's got a Johnny Vengeant here with a line towards a turn 5 Storm Breath Dragon.
Okay.
Just whatever.
Slices, dices.
Oh, I'm tapping that. I'm locking down that land.
Nice. I respect that actually quite a bit.
It's not, I mean, I suppose it's not bad to Lightning Helix the burn person with 2 permanents in play. That's fine too.
Well, I was concerned about Emrakul's ability to actually eat something, so I'm glad that's been alleviated.
Right, you want Jackson to build up his board a little bit here so the Emrakul gets more goodies.
Yeah. Here comes Goblin Guy, going to show Nahiri who the boss is. A little reveal there, not a land, obviously. Nahiri going to fall down to 6.
Say this, Jackson's got some pluck to him.
Oh, is that what you call that?
He is just playing this out.
Yep.
Just.
I'm going to discard, draw.
Was that a Cloud Goat Ranger?
Yeah.
I can't. It fits in theme.
I
don't know.
It's useless is what it is. I believe it was a Day of Judgment.
Gideon Churro.
Oh, Gideon. The discard was from the Vault's Wrath of God.
Sure, I guess he doesn't need that at this
and
point.
Here is Gideon. So that's Goblin God has to attack that now. And no more for Jackson. I think it was the 3rd Planeswalker that did him in.
Well, at that point, he has no control over his game actions anymore because he doesn't have mana, and his creature has to attack Gideon. So, time to let it go.
John Pellman gonna win again and run here over Jackson Smith. White-red control of a game over burn. Now we do have, I think, our sideboards backwards here as well. So we'll make do with what's going on. For Jackson Smith, he's got 4 Destructive Revelries, 4 Path Exile, a Skullcrack, 2 Lightning Helix, 2 Graphic Investigation, 2 Deflecting Palm.
I would bring in the Skullcrack, and Pellman seems like the kind of deck who has some number of Revelry targets in, and may have Leyline of Sanctities in his board and so forth. He's shown a Blood Moon, which, it's tough to answer with Revelry because you have to have 2 mana up at the time, but it's still possible. I would bring in some of the Revelries, probably not the full 4, along with the Skullcrack.
For Pellman, 3 Rest in Peace, 1 Shatterstorm, 1 Leyline of Sanctity, 2 Celestial Flare, a Stunning Silence, 2 Celestial Purge, a Ghostly Prison, 2 Boils, got a Hater in the house, and then 2 Zealous Conscripts.
I would only bring in the ley line, I think. I mean, he's got other defensible cards: Celestial Purge, Ghostly Prison, even Celestial Flare. But the card quality in his deck for this matchup is already so high that I don't think it's worth bringing in the mediocre options.
Fair enough. Well, gives you an idea of what each player has as far as options are concerned. Jackson Smith will be on the play with this burn deck, and now we get ready to talk about SCG Game Night, the very popular promotion where every May you can get the pin that we're wearing on our lapels this weekend, the old Mandatory Mentor.
Every month, Star City Games generates new pins and tokens. We send them out to the stores that sign up for Game Night, and then the stores themselves set up Game Night however they want to. Any day of the week, any format they want. Just get players in the store on a regular basis for some fun and friendly magic. The May kit is what you're playing for right now. If you want to check out the kits we got coming down the pipeline. Next month in June, we have Otter Spell, and then in July,
it's the very popular
Snipcaster Mage.
Snipcaster Mage is
there.
The
it
house.
is. July, come down the road. Go.starcitygames.com/game night for more information. Stores, contact your Star City Games in-store play representative to get signed up today.
Game number 2 going to be underway here in just a minute between old Burn and Red-White Control. I'm really hoping that this deck makes the top 8 now.
Yeah, this feels like my life in a lot of respects.
Oh, please go on.
Jackson Smith, you're playing Burn on the precipice of the top 8 on the bubble.
Okay.
And then runs into some outrageously hateful deck. Like not even close to an okay amount of Game 1 cards.
Yes. Like the main deck ley lines, perhaps?
Like I would deck check this dude if I played against him in like round 1. I swear, if he was playing, if he's just like, yeah, turn 0, ley line, Chalice for Void, Lightning Helix, that, Timely Reinforcements, Ajani Vengeance. After the round, I go over to the judge and be like, hey, just let me know that these were all in the main deck.
Tell me that this happened to me. And the judge would say, yeah, man, sorry.
Sorry.
Bad pairing. Bad pairing. That's just life sometimes. John Pellman, he's ready to go.
You got 4 Chalice and 4 Blood Moon, along with Simian Spirit Guide, so you can probably cheat a lot of the matchups. A lot of times you open on those kind of cards.
Yeah, you get to play a Chalice on turn 1, or I mean, heck, if the right draw, you get to play a Blood Moon on turn 1. 2 Simian Spirit Guides.
I'm guessing his Burn matchup is very solid.
Well, he's up the game.
Of the ley lines and Timely Reinforcements and Lightning Helixes and Chalice of the Voids in his main deck.
I think something just took him to the brink, and he's just like, I'm never losing to Burn again.
Yeah, probably went to his local store, played it in some Modern, maybe Game Night.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to get that Manatee pin.
Nice promotion there, Game Night.
Just
nice.
I just weave it all together.
Nice.
Want to get that Manatee pin, run into some Burn people, lose, and said never again. Looked through every card in his collection that was good against Burn.
Okay.
Found the red-white dual lands that he owned, slapped them together, and now a game away from the top 8.
That's right. And Jackson going to take a mulligan on to 6 here. Yeah, the interesting thing I've always found about Burn, I will give it this, it's actually way better against Leyline of Sanctity than you think it would be.
You have some creatures. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
And some of your Burn spells work around it.
Yep.
It's still awesome a good percentage of time. If you're playing Zoo, the build of Nicodle Zoo that I was playing a little while ago, you were hoping they would bring in Leyline against you. Didn't even do anything. This build of Burn that Jackson's playing is still pretty vulnerable, but you have some cards that don't target. You have enough creatures. You have 4 copies of Destructive Revelry in your sideboard. You've got enough game against Leyline. Still going to lose a percentage of the time. Definitely game 1, you're losing that card a ton. But post-board, it's manageable.
Jackson going to take a look at 6. See what he finds. He's going to keep. Pellman already reaching for his hand. I don't think this is good. Oh, wow, no ley line.
No turn 0 effects.
Lucky. Swift Spear is going to start the game off here for Jackson Smith. Arid Mace is going to dig something out of the deck. And it looks like it's going to be Sacred Foundry. So Smith will fall down to 17. Pellman will fall down to 19. We're underway here in game number 2 of round 15. Pellman with a Temple of Triumph. Time to scry. I didn't think I had to remember the temple names anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Silly me.
Well, the Ad Nauseam deck plays a few of them.
Yeah, it's got some Temple of Deceits and Temple of Enlightenments in there.
See? Still got it.
I know. Temple of Milady. Mm-hmm. That's the green-black one.
Yep. That is how that is pronounced.
A Bloodstained Mire here by Jackson. Got to go down to 16. I have a feeling he's on the hunt for the stomping ground.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Going to fall down to 14.
Jackson Smith takes this deck very seriously. A lot of foils.
Yeah.
Some of them quite pricey.
There are some real Burn fans out there.
Original Ravnica Dual Lands.
That I respect. Normally I'm a fan of like the newer cards, but I actually like the Ravnica Duels. The first ones. There's a Lava Spike upstairs. 2 Prowess triggers. Hiya. Pellman going to fall down to 12. Good start here for Smith.
Yep, that was Smith's first good turn of the match.
Yep. There's a Plains. Anything here for Pellman?
He doesn't have a ton of interaction for 2 mana. He has Chalice. Chalice of the Void in his deck.
Yeah.
But the ship might have already sailed on that card.
Might be a little too late. He does have Lightning Helix, right? All right, well, there's Chalice for 1.
Also keep in mind Chalice counterspells. It does not prevent them from being cast in the first place.
Very true.
So Smith can still get Prowess triggers through his 1-mana spells.
Here are the attacks. Just an attack for 2. Now there's Nylon of the Great Revel. Let's go back over to John Pellman. Interesting little turn here. Eidolon's only okay against Pellman's deck.
At this stage, I mean, Smith is really only looking for 1 trigger. I agree. It's mediocre. Pellman goes all the way up to 4 and beyond. But if he gets 1 trigger out of this thing, it's still a big win.
Temple of Triumph is going to leave the top card on top. And now there's a copy of Lightning Helix. So it'll get a trigger, but Pellman will actually gain a life. So he's going to go up to 11 once this is all set.
That's still a win for Smith, given that the card in question was Lightning Helix.
Yeah, because it's so good against Burn. Smith will draw. Goblin God, I believe he picked up. Not much help, given the Chalice.
Well, you still got to put him to the test.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's definitely fair. It is Pellman's job to remember. I think we're going to see a Boros Charm here. Yep. So 4 damage upstairs, 2 Prowess triggers. So total amount of damage is going to be 8. Pellman's going to fall down to 3. All right.
My preference there, I think, would have been for Smith to Lightning Bolt. Because if your Swift Spears get killed, you no longer have a Prowess trigger, and the Lightning Bolt does nothing. The Boros Charm is always going to be worth the 4 points.
Well, the Swift Spheres did get killed. And now Lightning Bolt has been drawn. All you can do is pass the turn back. Pellman will draw. Now, ooh, boy. Now it's getting tough.
Well, now Destructive Revelry is off the table for the rest of the game, as is Boros Charm.
Arid Mesa is just a mountain.
Still drawing to Rift Bolt.
Okay. Okay.
Still drawing to Skullcrack. But the doors are starting to close here. And if Pellman can gain life just once, that's probably going to be too much.
Or find Emrakul. Up to 6 goes Nahiri. Discard another Nahiri. Draw a card. There's a land and a Plains. Pass the turn back over to Smith. I think that may have been an Eidolon. And it is.
I got bad news for Eidolon.
What's that?
It's an enchantment.
Yeah.
Nahiri.
Very true.
Sorry, weird mechanics from yesteryear.
It is an enchantment, isn't it? Let's see if Pellman sees that interaction. It is a little bit strange.
A little bit is charitable.
Elevator going up. Discard Elspeth.
Whoa.
Don't need that.
Not a good sign.
That's land 6. Maybe he's got another Elspeth. Yeah, he does. All right. No Eidolon trigger there.
Smith still drawing live.
Yes.
Still got Skullcrack. Still got Rift Bolt.
3 soldiers. You better find it right now. Let's take a look at this draw step from Jackson Smith. I believe Copperline Gorge.
All right. You have to cast the Goblin Guide here, and when he points to the chalice, you have to excitedly respond with a lightning bolt.
That's your out?
That's the line.
All right, you burn maniac. It's realistically the only chance you got.
Yeah. You got to make it look like it's good.
Yeah, you got to hope that John Pellman misses with the chalice.
But you got to lead with the guide first so you can respond.
Ah,
That's the trick.
right. Right.
To throw it down on the table.
I like that you see it all.
Super excited.
Yep.
I've lost a chalice so many times that I've been through this sort of thought process quite a bit.
Eidolon's going to go after the Nahiri. Good block.
Like that block.
Good block by John Pellman. Pass the turn back. Pellman is going to use his Nahiri ultimate, as we have seen so many times this weekend. And he's going to go get the Aeon's Torn and look to close this match out to make the top 8. And that is going to do it. John Pellman's going to win this match over Jackson Smith. 2-0. White-red control takes down Burn, and we have a bit of a brew in the top 8 this evening in Indianapolis.